Just this year alone, Marvel Studios is seeing all sorts of shakeups behind the scenes. Not only did they recently dissolve all of the former Marvel TV and position it all under Kevin Feige, including the comics brand, they also spun off the animated side to a brand new division that's going to exist alongside the MCU, producing multiple projects per year. They've also just taken another big step to grow Marvel Studios even bigger than ever before, as they've officially promoted Victoria Alonso, somebody that's been there alongside Kevin Feige since day one, to a bigger position that will have impact on everything going forward. So first up, before people start to get worried or start to misunderstand what is happening, as I've already seen a bunch of people do actually, even some people that write articles or make videos, this will not impact Kevin Feige or what they're doing with anything at all. This is just an extension to grow the amount of content and to be able to produce even more content without everybody feeling under pressure, or like Kevin Feige has to literally run around between 10 different projects per day. Of course, we recently learned that Brad Winderbaum would be taking on the Marvel animation side of Marvel Studios and expanding that with multiple projects. Now, when it comes to the MCU being overlooked by Kevin Feige, he's still going to look at everything, be hands-on with everything, but he has trusted people like Brad, and for example, the new promotion who is Victoria Alonso, who's been there since Iron Man 1. She's been involved with almost every single project, including working on the original Avengers and forming that idea and their partnerships, and of course, helping get the bankrolling going for that project, which nobody in Hollywood wanted to support. So now she's going to have a new position, which is, and I quote, President of Physical and Post-Production, Visual Effects and Animation Production of the Blockbuster Factory. Okay, so that's a lot. So essentially, she made her way into the business and was asked to join Marvel Studios very early on after some great work on some Ridley Scott projects and Tim Burton stuff. So they saw what she was doing and they wanted to bring her into the fold, where she's been since the beginning of Marvel Studios in 2016 when they first formed the idea of this. And she's worked alongside Louis D'Esposito and Kevin Feige on making the MCU a reality. Now, her new position will be interesting because she will be hands-on on all the post-production, all the visual effects in all the new projects and departments, meaning the consistency between animation, TV, and film. She will be hands-on for everything, making sure there's no discrepancy. Again, taking some pressure away from some of the other people like Kevin Feige, so he can show up everywhere and continue to grow this universe, which at this point is expanding to 4 to 5 films a year, 4 to 5 live action series per year, and from what we understand, might be adding 3 to 4 animated series per year starting 2023-ish. Meaning you're literally looking at a weekly MCU project dropping in some sort of fashion. Non-stop, sometimes even doubling, which, again, it's a lot, and her getting this promotion, honestly, makes a lot of sense. She's had a big push forward in the MCU, and she's one of the people that wanted to make the likes of Shang-Chi, Black Panther, and Captain Marvel a spotlight in the MCU, and she's done a good job. And I've honestly always been a fan of her work, so I'm excited to see what else she can push forward. Come on, Kazar.